In this video, we're going to create the poster that we see on the wall here using a polygon plane and a JPEG. I went out online and I found a picture on which to put that geometry. So once you've got a poster image you'd like to use, you want to make sure it's saved as a JPEG with no punctuation other than an underscore. And I've also gone in and I've made sure that I put that poster in my project window and under the folder name Source Images. There's my poster. So if you haven't done that as of yet, you'll need to go back to the first tutorials at the top of the PDF to establish your project again. Once I've found the image I want to use and I have a project folder with the source image folder in it, I'll go to an orthographic view and I'll go to Create, Polygon Primitives, Plane, and I'll drag the shape of the geometry I want to use for my poster image. I'm going to go into my perspective view now, and with it selected, I'll right click and choose Assign New Material. I'll choose Arnold, AI Standard Surface. I'll name it, and I'm going to change the specular weight to 0.5. Back up next to the word color, at the far right is a slider bar and a checkerboard. I'll click on the checkerboard and it'll give me the Create Render node. I'll click on the name file with the little blue icon to the left, and an image file window comes up in my attributes, and at the end of it there's a folder. When I click on the folder, I can go out to my source images and find my image and open. Now if you don't see it right away, you'll have to hit 6 on the keyboard. So if I were on 5, I would hit 6. Now the poster is not on the geometry the way I want it to be. We're going to look at a new feature called the UV editor. I'm going to hold Command Shift, and at the top of the user interface I'm going to go to UV and click on UV editor. The icon on your shelf now looks like a green box with a checkerboard in it. With my geometry selected, I'll click on it. And in there you'll see your picture. It may be distorted. You'll also see the plane that you created. This represents the actual geometry. Now we need to scale this to fit the image so that it fits properly on our geometry. I'm going to right click inside that little white barred box, and at 11 o'clock I'll choose UV shell. I'm going to select the shell, and now with my usual transform tools I can move it, scale it, and rotate it. So if I wanted to scale it, I could hit R. I could start to change the scale to the proportion I want. I could have right clicked inside and chosen edge and selected the top edge, hit W, and I could have moved it that way. This is a very basic introduction. We'll be doing a lot more of this in a more complex way after this tutorial. Once I've got the image the way I want, I'll right click and choose Object Mode, and I'll put it against the wall and I'll rotate it. I'll rotate on my y-axis, and I'll use my channel box to be precise, and with my move tool I'll put it against the wall. And that is the basic introduction to simple texture mapping inside of Maya.